Good afternoon. Today I am going to teach you the metal reactivity series. We have talked about the reaction of metals with various reagents like air means oxygen, water and dilute acids. We have already studied that the reactivity of metal depends on the ease with which metal atoms can lose electrons from its valence shell. Means metals have different reducing power, and the reducing power of metal is compared with respect to hydrogen. We have seen in the previous class that when metals are allowed to react with dilute acids, they form metal salts as well as hydrogen gas is liberated. So the metals whose reactivity is greater than the reactivity of hydrogen, the metals whose reactivity is greater than the reactivity of hydrogen means having reducing properties more than hydrogen have tendency to replace hydrogen ions in the form of hydrogen molecule from the dilute solution. Dilute acids means the metals having greater tendency to lose electrons as compared to hydrogen. We have talked earlier that hydrogen has tendency to lose electrons as well as gain electrons. Hydrogen can form positive ions as well as negative ions. Means positively charged hydrogen ion is known as protium and negatively charged hydrogen ion is called hydride ion. So here we compare the reducing properties of different metals as compared to hydrogen. Reactivity series, or commonly known as metal reactivity series of metals, is nothing but the arrangement of different metals in the decreasing order of their reactivities in a vertical column in which the most reactive metal occupies the highest position in the metal reactivity series and the least reactive metal occupies the lowermost position or at the bottom of this metal reactivity series. See here, this is the metal reactivity series in which potassium occupies the highest position in this series. It means potassium is the most reactive metals. Among these metals, see here, the common metals which are included in reactivity series are potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, mercury, copper, silver, gold and platinum. You may be wondered here to see the metal reactivity series. Why does hydrogen is included? Why is hydrogen included in this metal reactivity series? Although hydrogen is a nonmetal, I have just told you that the reactivities of metals depends on the electron losing tendency, means reducing power of the metal is determined or ascertained or measured by the ease with which the atoms of the metal can lose electrons from their valence cells of the atoms. So see here, potassium occupies here highest position because potassium has ready tendency to lose electrons from the valence cell. That is why its vigorosity of reaction with the acid is much more as compared to sodium. That is why sodium is placed here just below the potassium, means potassium is more reactive than sodium, and below sodium calcium is placed here. So calcium occupies the lower position in the metal reactivity series, and below calcium magnesium is placed, and then aluminum. We have already discussed about this in the previous class, that you may remember here that sodium or potassium reacts with cold water, magnesium reacts with boiling water, aluminum reacts with steam, and the metals like copper, silver, gold do not react even with steam. It means the reactivities of the metals decreases, and due to this decreased reactivity, more energy is required to remove the electrons from the valence cell. That is why they need different reaction conditions to react with the particular reagent like water. Similarly, you have already seen that sodium burns in air without any ignition. They catch fire. The metals like sodium, potassium catch fire automatically when exposed to air. This is because very less energy is needed to remove the electrons from the valence cell of the atom. There is only one valence electron in the outermost orbit of the sodium and potassium. So very less energy is required to remove it. In the same way, different reaction conditions to react with such metals with a particular reagent indicates that the metals which require less energy to remove electron from the valence cell of their atom are more reactive as compared to others. So on the basis of ease with which they can lose electrons from the valence cell, they are arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity in the metal series. Now what are the characteristic features here of metal series? Why hydrogen has been placed here? It is because hydrogen is just a boundary line element. Hydrogen is not a metal, it is non-metal, but here it is placed to indicate that the metals lying above hydrogen in this metal reactivity series have tendency to release hydrogen gas when they are treated with dilute acids like dilute sulfuric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid, and so on. So metals occupying higher position as compared to hydrogen have tendency to release hydrogen, to furnish hydrogen when they are allowed to react with dilute acids. But the metals lying below hydrogen in this reactivity series are not able to release hydrogen gas from the dilute acids. Why? It is because hydrogen is more reactive as compared to the metals lying below it, that is silver, copper, gold, platinum, etc. So their atoms need much more energy to lose electrons and reduce H plus ions present in the dilute acids. That is why hydrogen is included here to indicate that metals lying above hydrogen have tendency to furnish hydrogen gas, to release hydrogen gas when treated with dilute acids. Now, two more important properties of this metal reactivity series are: the metals lying above a particular metal, a metal lying above a particular metal has tendency to lose or displace the metal having lower reactivity from their salt solution. Suppose here if we add copper, if we add zinc in the copper sulfate solution, what happens? Dilute or aqueous solution of copper sulfate. When zinc is added here, zinc displaces copper, Cu solid plus ZnSO4. See here, when zinc is added to copper sulfate solution, zinc displaces copper, means reddish brown element, means metal is displaced here. This is a particular type of reaction commonly known as displacement reaction. Here zinc displaces copper from copper sulfate solution because zinc is more reactive as compared to copper. Now, if we perform the similar experiment in reverse order, if we put copper in zinc sulfate solution, aqueous, if in aqueous solution of zinc sulfate, if we add copper, what will happen? No reaction will take place. Why? Because copper is less compared to zinc. So copper does not displace zinc from copper sulfate solution. So if we consider any two elements in this metal reactivity series, more reactive metal can displace less reactive metal from the salt solution. Similarly, if we have AgNO3, silver nitrate solution, let us consider silver nitrate solution, aqueous. If we add copper in this, what will happen? Copper is more reactive than silver, so there will be 2Ag solid plus CuNO3 whole 2, means copper here is more reactive than silver. That is why copper can displace silver from silver nitrate solution. So from these examples we are able to explain why a particular metal displaces another metal and another is not able to replace or displace the earlier metal. Why? Because if we add more reactive metal to the salt solution of less reactive metal, they can displace the less reactive metal from the salt solution, but the less reactive metal cannot displace more reactive metal from their salt solution, as in case of copper copper displaces here silver from silver nitrate solution, but if we add silver in copper sulfate solution, if we add silver in copper sulfate solution, what will happen? No reaction will take place. Means silver does not displace copper from copper sulfate solution, because silver is less reactive as compared to copper sulfate solution. So from the metal reactivity series, we will be able to explain why the particular metal can release hydrogen gas from the dilute solution of acids like dilute sulfuric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid, and why a particular element is not able to displace this. And another thing, that is more reactive metal can displace the less reactive metal from its salt solution, but less reactive metal is not able to displace the more reactive metal from their salt solution. So this is all about reactivity series. You should go through this video and try to understand. If you have any problem regarding this, then you may ask in this channel or in this video. You are very welcome.